Mike Hall, the wild-haired, fun-loving car restorer from Rust Valley Restorers, captured hearts across the globe with his passion, charm, and unshakable determination to bring rusted relics back to life. But what happened when the cameras stopped rolling? The truth about Mike Hall's life after Rust Valley is far more emotional, shocking, and inspiring than anyone could have imagined. When Rust Valley Restorers first premiered on Netflix, no one expected that a small-town mechanic from British Columbia would become an international sensation. Mike Hall, with his sun-bleached hair, laid-back attitude, and unmistakable love for classic cars, wasn't your average reality TV star. He wasn't scripted or polished. He was real. And that's what fans adored. Watching him breathe new life into rusted old cars was more than entertainment. It was a story about chasing passion no matter the odds. But behind that easygoing smile was a man fighting battles most fans never saw. Mike's journey to fame started long before the cameras arrived. A construction magnate by trade, Mike had built a successful career blasting rock and working on infrastructure projects in the Canadian mountains. But his real love? Cars. Over the years, he collected hundreds of rusted vehicles, classics from the 50s, 60s, and 70s, and stored them on his sprawling property in Tapan, British Columbia. Locals called it Rust Valley, a graveyard of forgotten machines. When the show began, it wasn't just about restoring cars, it was about restoring memories. However, what fans didn't know was how much Rust Valley Restorers was costing Mike emotionally, physically, and financially. The show's charm came from his relentless drive to finish projects. But behind the scenes, the costs of restoration were astronomical. Mike often admitted he lost money on almost every car he rebuilt. "I'm not doing this for profit," he once said. "I'm doing it because I love it." That passion made him a fan favorite, but also pushed him toward the brink of burnout. As the seasons went on, Mike faced mounting pressure, the demands of production, the stress of managing his crew, including his son Connor and longtime friend Avery Schoaf. And the constant financial strain began to take a toll. While viewers saw a cheerful, eccentric car lover, those close to him saw exhaustion creeping in. Mike started questioning how long he could keep the business and the dream alive. By 2022, rumors began swirling online. Fans noticed Mike was posting less frequently. And there were whispers that Rust Valley Restorers might not return for another season. Some speculated that Mike had retired. Others feared his health had declined. In truth, Mike had decided to step back. The endless filming schedule and financial pressure had worn him down. "You can only chase rust for so long," he said in a rare interview. "At some point, you've got to slow down." But Mike didn't vanish completely. Instead, he returned to what he loved most, working with his hands on his own terms, without the pressure of the camera. He continued restoring cars, selling off pieces of his massive collection, and spending more time with his family. For Mike, life after Rust Valley wasn't an ending. It was a return to simplicity. His son Connor and Avery continued working in the auto business, carrying the spirit of Rust Valley forward, even as fans begged for a reunion or spin-off. Today, Mike Hall remains a legend not because of fame or fortune, but because he proved something deeper. That passion is worth the struggle. He once said, "I might go broke doing what I love, but at least I'll die happy." Those words define him perfectly. A man who followed his heart, even when it led him through rust, grit, and heartbreak. So what really happened to Mike Hall? He didn't fade away. He simply drove off into the sunset, trading TV lights for the glow of a welding torch. And the noise of fame for the quiet hum of an engine finally brought back to life. For fans around the world, that's not a sad ending. It's the perfect one for the man who taught us all to keep chasing what makes us feel alive, no matter how rusty the road gets.